Welcome back to another episode of The Summer Hikaru Died. So in the previous one, we ended it on one big bombshell because Tanaka actually found out about Hikaru, right? And not just found out about him, but also found him and cut his head off, right? And now we have a scene that's very similar to the flashback that we saw all the way back in, I'm gonna guess that it was during 1749, the famine that was happening back then of, you know, a person holding someone's head, and now Yoshiki holding Hikaru's head at the end of the previous episode. Really interesting turn of events. I feel like we're tying in the entire history of the village, of the area there. We're tying it really well into the current story right now, which is really a pleasure to watch. It's so good. So I'm excited to see what exactly they're gonna do, what kind of parallels they're gonna draw, what is gonna happen now, what Tanaka is gonna end up doing. Just a lot of questions, but I guess let's find out. So if you wanna watch this uncut and unblurred as always on my Patreon down in the description, and let's go into The Summer Hikaru Died, episode 10. Ugh. It's all leaking out. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. Okay. Huh? Truth. What? What? You can see it still. What's up, Tanaka? My ultimate goal. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Paranormal impairment. Interesting. That did not go in the direction that I thought it was gonna go. Wow. Hmm. The moles are in almost like an identical spot on the dead and on Yoshiki. I don't know if that a YouTuber. I don't know if that plays a role in this, but yeah. Okay. Hmm. Ah, beheading people. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so I did say, I was talking about this. I don't remember if it was the previous episode or the episode prior to that. I think it was the episode prior to that. When they went to the library. That's it, to the library. I said that it's interesting how a lot of the spirits or whatever that we've been seeing here they have like an abnormality with their head, right? And their neck and stuff. And obviously it's called kubitachi as in neck and stuff. So here they go. They're addressing it here. Also, in the flashback, once again, we saw the person, holding a head of someone and stuff. Just really cool lore that they're building here. Really cool connections. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Those eyes look different than usual. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. うん。Yes! Wasn't there a scene, I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure, wasn't there a scene where he bumped into like a table or something at school and he kind of like yanked in pain because of it? And I'm pretty sure I said, wow, interesting that he feels pain there, right? And yeah, here he's saying that he's lately been able to feel pain, so that's cool as well. God, that was such a weird scene. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Ria's feeling the unease that we are feeling as well. Of those two being way too close. That's cute. I love these three. They're great. What did it say? Sorry. Take head for a quest. Oh, trade head for a quest. Trade head for a request. Trading a... Okay, trade head for a quest. Okay. Damn. Ah. Ah. Wait, okay, so what he's saying is they were going up to the mountain, and whenever they would say, I'm going to make an offering to Unuki's son, or Unuki-sama, that would kind of be a code word for them going to get some cinnabar, to get some mercury, to make it into an abortion pill, right? And once they started taking the abortion pills, the famine actually stopped, right? And they kind of started revering the idea of Unuki-sama, even though it started off as just a code name for cinnabar, at least according to this story, right? And it kind of evolved into like a deity that they started worshipping. Interesting. So it didn't start off as a deity. It started off just as according to this story, obviously, I don't know how much credibility and how accurate this story is to the actual full story here, but according to this story, it didn't start off as a god. It started off as just some kind of a famine that we are thinking it might have started with Nonuki-sama, but then they were like, okay, let's take Mercury to abort the kids and stuff like that. And that's when the actual disease went away with time, and they kind of started calling this abortion medicine Unuki-sama, or I guess Cinnabar. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really interesting. And also, the note that he scribbled, the trade head for a quest, obviously that talks about the previous episode where they were, well, trading heads for a quest, right? Where the Indos were trading a head for a quest, presumably, right?
例えば誰かに成り代わってたりしててそんなんすぐ気づくやろ。山に帰れっつって帰ってもらうわ。考えたら怖いな。でもそういうんって大体最後はボロが出て結局元の場所に帰るんちゃう。てかマキ、なんでそんなに詳しいん。兄貴がオカルトマニアやねん。今東京の大学で民族学勉強しとる。なあ、ちょっと今マインで聞いてくれ。
Nice, we have a contact.
東京
Nice.
の大学行っとるんやな、マキの兄貴。ヨシキも行きたいんやったっけ。何の勉強するん。虫博士。虫博士はありやな。そういやお前、昨日の夜うち来たよな。何やったん。わからん。記憶がぼんやりしとって。なんでそんなことしたんや。来たで、兄貴から返事。おお。分損した1700年頃には、うぬきさんの信仰はとっくに失われてた。が、藩ではこの地域に介入するとたたられるとささやかれ続けてたんよ。そしたら、当時弾圧されてた別の宗教の信者たちが逃げてきて、これ幸いと住み着いた。だから希望が山には今も教会が多い。教会。やってよ。こんなん知りたがるとか、もしやお前もオカルトマニアか。
Wait, sorry, let me see that again, because if I saw it correctly...
分損した1700年頃には、
Yeah. Unuki-san as the religious figure was already long gone. Okay, so the entire thing with about like Cinnabar and stuff like that happened before this famine. So that was a previous curse, or yeah, curse, I guess. Okay, when they started. Okay, that makes sense then. That can play into the entire 1749 famine a lot better. Okay, so way prior to that, they were, they started worshipping Unuki-sama, or what started as Cinnabar turned into Unuki, into a deity, and they started worshipping it way before that, and then happened this 1749 famine, and that is attributed to Nonuki or Unuki. Okay, becoming a curse god. And then this is Christianity being introduced into it. We saw some crosses as well with some people. Makes sense.
だから希望が山には今も教会が多い。教会。やってよ。こんなん知りたがるとか、もしやお前もオカルトマニアか。でも首たちには教会なんか一個も。神社ですら一つだけなのに。信仰が失われた。本当にそうなんか。この祭りはな、もともとあの山の神さんための祭りやねん。失われたんやなくて変容したんやとしたら、うぬきさん、山の神様への信仰はどこかの時点で変化した。
Yeah.
名前が変わるんはよくあること
Yeah,
や。
true. For sure.
やとしたら分損した1700年頃はもう、うぬきさんやなく、のぬき様で、分損も信仰の形に関係しとる。のぬき様は大量死を境にたたり神になった。
Yep.
ヨルベを失った村人たちは代わりに新たな宗教の神様を受け入れ、のぬき様は忘れ去られる。けど、のぬき様信仰は首たちには事実残っとる。他の村はのぬき様を忘れたけど、首たちだけは忘れんかった。忘れられへんかった。
The Indo.
が犯した罪の落とし前をつける必要があったから。 びたちだけが解放されんかった。なあ、よしき、聞いとる？何？いや、どこまで話したっけ？
Itachi was never
俺
forgiven.
が最初はうぬきさんやったとか。あのグラさんのおっさんはどこまで知っとんのやろ。つうか、何もしてこやんやんな。なんかしてくる前に、武田のじいさんが言うとったどう調べんと。武田のじいさんってさ、あの後どうなったんやろ。
Damn.
あれは知っとったけど、一応手入れはされとるな。あ、鍵持ってきたか。真っ暗で何も見えん。
Oh. Yeah, nope, nope,
人の首。
nope.
よう見たら木でできた作り物や。そう。なんでこんなもんが。おい、大丈夫か。俺、ここ知っとる。光の記憶か。これはな、うぬき様に捧げられたお首様や。
Okubi-sama.
この土地は昔から悪いことがよう起こる。そのせいで貧しくて苦しかったんや。やから、うぬき様に首を捧げてお願い事をしてきた。豊作とか疫病退散とかな。捧げた首はその場で消える。やから、木で代わりの首作ってどうで供養しとるんや。
So they do offer actual human heads.
みんな死んだ人？せやに。代々銅を管理する家やからインドなんやで。首以外の体はなるべく遠くに埋めなあかん。それを楽にするために村が一つに分かれた。
Oh, makes
そ
sense.
したらな、たまたま人の形になっておもろいやろ。ひもはその首ってさ、結局誰のなん？病でもう長くない人や老人とかが多かった。けどな、村の外れに小さな祠があるやろ。あれは旅のお坊さんが無理やりお首様にされた時、たたりを恐れて作られたもんや。ってことは人殺ししてまってるやん。せやに、坊さんだけやない。他にも罪のない人たちがたくさん殺されて首にされた。ひっそりとな。光、これがこの村の子や。絶対忘れたらあかんで。それに、インド家
I wonder how often that happens. How often they actually have to give up a head.
下手に人殺しの村やったんか。
That's wild.
隠すわな。特定の捧げ物って人間の首やったんや。やっぱりない。ここにヒチさんがあったんや。
Hichi-san. Yeah, that's it.
儀式の時に山へ持って行ってうぬきさんにお返しするんやって。
Mm. Yep.
でも俺は願いを叶えるに首なんかいらんのに、なんで光の記憶全部思い出したんか。結局インドの罪言うんは。思い出せ。そこはまだもやがかかっとる。ダメか。他に光のお父やんと親しくていろいろと知ってそうな人なんて俺にはおるけど。
Oh, there's more.
冷たくて空っぽや。だからたくさん入れたい。俺の中に飲み込んで。そしたら満たされるから。それが俺のやるべきこと。よしき。光？なんやボケっとつったって。どうしたん？そこにおらんで入ってこいよ。
So that's what happened. That's what he was talking about in school.
光？
That's wild. He was actually gonna take his soul.
何光
He was actually thinking about killing Yoshiki. That's wild. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So I think that is kind of like the reason why Unuki-sama wants all those heads, right? I'm gonna guess at least that Unuki is feeling this kind of emptiness, this kind of coldness, and the only way to actually get warmer, to feel more full, to feel less empty, is by getting the heads, right? That would be my guess. That would kind of make sense, right? So it'd be kind of like an intrinsic feeling of, you know, wanting to fulfill this hunger or this need. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. We got a lot of answers in this one. So I believe that the person before the ending that we saw was Takeda's son, right? Was that the correct guy? I think so. But also, a random thing, was in the ending song, was it always that Hikaru had the cut on the neck? I didn't notice it before this actual episode. But yeah, in the ending, he has a cut around his neck, so that's cool. We also found out more about Okubi. They mentioned Okubi-sama. There was like a name and stuff, or that was the sacrifice, right? Okubi-sama, which is interesting. We got a lot of lore around the entire abortion medicine and stuff like that. Mercury, Unuki, that's where the name came from. Cinnabar, right? And it evolved into this god that then became a curse god during the famine, and then eventually it got replaced by Christianity. But in Kubitachi, it remained, the Christianity kind of stayed away, and it remained solely a Unuki religion, I guess, in this place. So that's interesting. That's really cool. We still don't know exactly what happened in the past with the Indus. What was their original sin, right? What was their sin? Why? I'm guessing their sin triggered the entire famine and stuff like that, right? So we don't know exactly what happened there. I guess we'll find out. What else was there in this episode? We found out that, yeah, whenever something happens, whenever something bad happens, they take a head of someone who's either terminally ill or like on their deathbed. Usually, for the most part, they take their head and offer it to Unuki. I wonder how often they've been doing that. There seems to be quite a few heads there, but that's been piling up for like, what, 300 years? So I wonder how often that happened. If it's like, oh yeah, we do it like every Tuesday, that would be a bit yikes. If it's like we do it once every 10 years, then hey, I mean, you know, I wonder. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is like a murder village right here. So I guess we'll find out more. This is so good though. I love that we're getting more answers and stuff like that, but yeah, we're still far from seeing the full picture, right? We also don't really know much about the Tsujinakas yet, right? I want to know why they're so, not feared necessarily, but why they are so special, why they're so different from everyone, and everyone acts like they're so different from them as well, and treats them differently. I want to know what's so special about the Tsujinakas, right? So yeah, that's cool. And yeah, anyways, for now I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.